What's up? I'm Logan Mills. Welcome back to another video. This one is Stay Hooked Thursday, and this is going to be based off of what I did last Tuesday, the technique on spinnerbaits. One of my favorite bites. At times can be difficult, but if they're on, they can be the best lure on the lake to catch fish. I mean, I've caught plenty of times back to back to back, and they always just kill it. I don't know what it is about a spinnerbait, but if they're on it, they just smash it every time. The reaction bite is just it's awesome. It's amazing. But really, what I have here, I'm going to talk about. See, I'm not very. I know there's willow blade leaf, Colorado. There's so many different blades. I personally don't focus on the blades as much. Some give off more, produce more vibration, move more water, create different sounds to help fish bite. But I always throw what I feel like like I have the most confidence in. So this bait here, or this spinner bait here, I have a lot of confidence. I like how this looks. That's why I throw it. I throw it because I feel like out of every other spinner bait I have, at a certain time, this bait or this type of spinner bait is going to catch me the most fish. I really focus more on the color. So this color is chartreuse and white, my personal favorite colors. I really wouldn't throw it in, if you're fishing up north and you got 20 foot of clarity of water, I would throw something a little bit more natural. The chartreuse and white is more something I would throw in muddier water to help, give off a little bit more so the fish can see it farther. Same thing with the blades. If I'm fishing muddier water, it's a little bit dingy, I would throw bigger blades to help move more water, create more sound vibration, so the fish can hear it from further away. And then you also have more natural colors, brown. Spinnerbaits coming. The only problem with this one is this is so long, which it's kind of like, to me, it's almost like a frog. How with a frog you flip the little skirt forward and you clip it off so it's not too far, so fish don't nip at the tail of it and miss the hook. But you also have more of your natural colors. White look like shad. If fish are, if the bass are chasing shad, whether it's herring, shad, whatever bait fish you have in your area, especially here where I live, most of ours is silvery white kind of colors. So something like this works well, match to hatch. You can throw them. There's really, they're so versatile. You could throw them. You can burn them on top of the water. You can throw them in a foot of water. You can, if you really wanted to, you can cast it out there and let them sink to. You could do it in 100 feet of water. I don't know how well that would work, but it's very possible that you could catch fish doing that. That's why I like them. And there's, let's see, 3 ways which I fish it just normal. Cast it out there and just reel it along wood, docks, rocks, whatever you're fishing. Just reel it at a normal speed, kind of like a crankbait, a little slower. But you can burn it on top of the water where the blades are just at the surface and they're creating that little wake. Looks like shad running across the top of the water. Or you can yo-yo it where you let it sink. So, because most spinnerbaits, when they fall, they do a little flutter action. And a lot of times bass will hit it on the fall. So what you can do is let it do that flutter and then pick it up. And let it flutter and pick it up. And as it hits the bottom, you pick it up, the blades spin up and it does a little flutter back down. Now let me get in here real quick and grab. I do. Okay. I throw my spinnerbaits just, I guess you could say, plain, no trailers. Smells like coffee. That's why I like Kevin Van Dam's Rage Tail. Smell like, yeah, Strike King. Smells like coffee. Which of course this is a little big. Oops, put it a little too far. I wouldn't throw this size on here, But I mean, I jacked that up a little bit. But if you wanted to, there you go. See, now bigger profile. It looks like a shad, and in the water, while these blades are spinning, you have the kick on the swim bait there to make it look more like a shad. I personally throw them like this. And another thing you can do, which I don't have on any of mine, is you can buy trailer hooks. And all that is I don't have any, exact ones you would use. So this is just, I guess this would just be an example. So a trailer hook here is, I don't know if I can, it's basically, I don't have a big enough hook, but all you do is you take your hook, like, normal hook, and you slide it on down there, and of course you want a bigger hook than this, but it basically sit like this. And what that does is if the fish are short striking it, maybe they're grabbing the trailer, the tail, or the blades, they're just nipping at it and not really getting it, slow it down, or you could put a trailer hook on it, which gives you that extra, I don't know, what is that, like an inch or two length on your hook, so that if those fish are short striking and they're not getting this hook, they'll get this hook. And so it sit like that, and just, as you're working it along, it sits back there and a fish grabs it. I don't throw them because I really like to throw my spinner baits up in a lot of cover, especially wood. You can't really throw them in grass. That's, you'll catch a lot of grass and it'll mess it up. But more like throwing it against rocks, bank, wood. So this is nice when it's short striking, but at the same time, 2 hooks on there, there's a better chance you might grab a stick and get hung up, and of course you don't want to lose your bait, as baits nowadays are super expensive. But that's all I got today on spinnerbaits. Amazing bait. You have to stay consistent with them. You have to keep throwing them. Find what you're confident in and just keep chunking and whining, and eventually you throw it long enough, you'll get that bite on it. Usually they're a little bit bigger, but it's an awesome bait, a lot of fun. Remember, stay hooked, keep fishing.